What is my favorite legend of the overworld? The one I like most tells of a peaceful land that did not know cruelty. Until it was attacked by invaders, spreading the scourge of greed and fire. It tells of a world on the brink of disaster, rising to answer the call of a hero. Tells of struggles and sacrifices. But most importantly, this legend reminds us that hope can win the day. And that when fiery foes seem never-ending, that is when the world needs legends the most.
Watch out everyone, the piglins are coming! And we're going to talk a lot about those wee guys. But before we do, I should introduce not piglins, but a couple of the team members responsible for the highly anticipated Minecraft Legends. Welcome to the game's executive producer, Ries. Welcome, Dennis.
Thank you.
And creative director, Magnus Nedfors.
Yes.
Welcome, Magnus.
Thank you very much
for joining us today. Hey, welcome back to Gamescom.
Yeah, it's great.
Feels good
so
to be
exciting.
back, right?
I know, it's nice to be back here in Germany with sausages and video games. It's excellent.
All the good things at once.
Those are a few of my favorite things, sausages and video games. Right, so you announced Minecraft Legends at our Xbox Showcase back in June, right? So give us a reminder of what we should expect from Legends.
Well, Legends is an action strategy game based in the Minecraft universe that really encourages you to go out and explore the world and use all of these resources that you gather to help defend the overworld, which is being invaded by these horrible piglins. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think players are really going to enjoy getting out and playing the game.
Yeah, well, it's a new game that we're developing at Mojang. We're doing it together with Blackbird Interactive. It is a little bit of a different game because the easiest way to describe it is action and strategy. So it's a kind of a unique combination of gameplay.
Nice. So it's not the same Minecraft that we're used to, but clearly still set in the Minecraft universe, still got all the things we know and love about Minecraft. But it must be so exciting to take that universe in a different direction, right? So why did you choose to do that with Minecraft Legends?
Well, with Minecraft, we really like to, at Mojang, we really like to create games that we love to play. And we're really passionate about strategy games. And years ago, people are sitting around talking about how they could bring a strategy game into the Minecraft universe. And the more talk, and it turned into something that we really wanted to do. And it was it's passion really that drove us to this legend.
Great. And it's kind of within the Minecraft universe, you do kind of have this kind of blank slate, right, to create all these different experiences. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Must be fun to play with.
Yeah. No, that's one of the great things. Minecraft is such a treat. It's like it's for everybody in so many ways. We do have, the original game that we usually call vanilla. We have done Minecraft Legend. No, sorry, we're doing that now. We have done Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah.
And now we want to bring yet another game to broaden the experiences that player can experience within the Minecraft universe. So.
Great. So once the idea or the sort of seed for Minecraft Legends developed, how did you build the team around it? Who did you bring together to work on the game?
Well, we knew that when we started to go out and build this, there were a couple of problems we had to solve. Number one, Mojang isn't a strategy game developer. It's not something we do. And number two, as Magnus mentioned, a real Minecraft, or original Minecraft is called vanilla to us. And for us, vanilla is really important, and the studio focuses mostly on vanilla. So we had to go find a partner, one who knew how to build strategy games, and one who really had a passion for Minecraft. And so we started looking around, and we uncovered Blackbird Interactive.
Okay.
They were known for making the strategy game called Deserts of Karak. And they were a pretty newly formed company at the time, but their experience ran deep with strategy games. And the more we looked at them, the more we realized how passionate they were also about the Minecraft universe. We really thought they could be a great partner for us. And so that's when we started moving forward.
Right.
And when we started to work with them, they also, you said they were already passionate, but they were also eager to learn what's the secret behind making a Minecraft game. So it's been super interesting to work on them, like their creative team, just tossing ideas around. And could it be this? No. Could it be this? Yeah, great idea. And we are kind of just throwing ideas back and forth, what's good for Minecraft and what's not good for Minecraft.
Right.
Yeah.
It must be great to bring new people, new ideas into that kind of Minecraft melting pot. That must be a ton of fun, right?
Oh, so much fun. And actually, the team started very small. Just a few of us kind of getting going. And then once we had a good idea as to how we wanted to progress, it slowly got larger and larger. And then, new people with a lot of new experience came on board. And I remember Magnus, actually. Magnus came on, 2-3 years ago? And when he came on, his experience with open world games completely changed how we wanted to think about Legends. And we were able to take a lot of his experience and apply it to Legends to really create a better experience. And and that's the story across the board with lots of the folks from the team as it grew. And I really enjoy it. It's been a great experience.
Nice. Wow, Magnus.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to work with them, and the whole team is fantastic to work with. And as Dennis said, I came aboard a couple of years ago, but I also saw the energy that already existed there. Like everybody was so excited, and it was great for me to learn a new environment and a new type of games. I come a little bit from a different background. Yes, I made open world games, so I can bring that experience, but Minecraft is so different. So it was a lot of super fun learning for me as well, coming to Mojang. Really of course I played it almost since day one, because, back in the day Mojang was a studio across the street from me, so we've known it, I've known it for a long time, but just, getting to know it for real, working with all the creative people, both at Mojang, but as well as Blackbird, just, that's what I like to do as, in my creative leadership. I kind of like to lead teams, just get them together, but there's so much creativity going on, and get that snowball effect of just talking about ideas and so on. It's so fun.
That's awesome.
He even listens to me, the executive producer, every once in a while.
Every now and then.
Every now and then.
What a team, that's amazing. Now, speaking of the team, though, one of the things that fascinates me about this is that Blackbird are in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Magnus, you're in Sweden.
Yes.
Dennis, you're in Redmond, near Seattle, right?
Yeah.
So you've got 3 completely different geographical locations. How do you pull all that together?
Well, it's a lot of work and dedication from the team in general. But that's the thing, we've managed to change our hours when we need to. And also BBI has been very accommodating when we all need to travel to a location and be on site, work together. We just make it work. But really it comes down to that passion. And working together, let's say it's fun. We really enjoy each other's company. And what started as just sort of work relationships really has become more friendship. And so you're willing to endure some of that time zone change so that you can enjoy spending time. I stare at Magnus on his screen so much.
Yeah, you're crazy. You kind of, I don't know when you go up. It's often before I normally go to bed, so I don't know. But
yeah, but you're up pretty late too, so it's we just make it work.
Yeah, exactly. But making games is always a bit of a challenge. Like it's not easy to make these kind of games, but I think it's all that struggle that you, as Dennis said, you make friends in real life and so on, and just get along together and have a good time. Struggles makes people come together in a good way.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you talked about Minecraft Legends as an action strategy game, right? Why did you choose that genre? And tell us what that means from a gameplay sense.
Well, so what we wanted to make sure that when we choose any games within the Minecraft universe, that you know, they're unique and different. And really, you can look at Legends, for example. We did that where we wanted to bring a dungeon crawler experience into the Minecraft universe. And so in doing so, we wanted to make it feel very Minecraft. And that's what we did with the strategy game here with Legends, is we really wanted to make sure that we are authentic to what Minecraft was as we bring it into, you know, a strategy experience into the universe. And, you know, I mean, that's a big piece.
What Danny said, like, in the beginning, it was an idea that, hey, we should have a strategy game within the Minecraft universe, and that would be cool. But another aspect of Minecraft is that we always have a hero character. So the hero character is there, and that's not common in strategy games. You usually control a strategy game by a mouse pointer or something like that.
Right.
So bringing that hero, like letting the player feel like they're part of the game world, is super important in all our games. So that kind of founded, hey, how can we combine these two types of game where you're one part hero-centric, but one part controlling armies and so on. That's really been really interesting. And when we kind of started to realize that, it's, hey, this is quite new. And as a game maker, when you find something you feel, this isn't, like there's not 10 games like that out there, then you feel like you're something on to something special. So actually it was, the thing that brought me really into this project was kind of my first day. Two of the team members just sat down directly, described the game to me, and I kind of like almost in that day felt like, wow, we have something great here, because I haven't heard anything like this before. And then we just kept rolling with that action strategy idea.
Okay, so. This might sound like a silly question, but right, action strategy. Where do you find the balance, right? Because action is quite immediate, it's quite visceral. Strategy is a little bit more step back, assess the situation. So where's the balance in Legends?
It's hard to balance games always, but I would say it's hard to draw a pie chart of you spend 73% in strategy mode and this percentage in another mode and so on. But it's like, I'm surprised how well it actually fits together now, like because they go into each other and they complement each other in a really good way. One thing that we wanted to do from the beginning is to make a strategy game that works well on console.
Right.
That's hard with the traditional, but it's actually strange to think about it, but the pace of a strategy game is often higher than an action game, because you're so quick of scrolling around, maneuvering around with your cursor and so on, click, 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 and you do very, very many actions in a very, very short time in a strategy game normally. So having a hero at the center that can't be there, actually, surprisingly enough, brings down the tempo of a strategy game, which is very well suited to make it play well on consoles by a controller. So like just adding those two types, it was kind of a surprise. I wish I could be smart and sit there and say, yeah, we thought about that from the beginning. But sometimes you need to be honest and say, it's just something that we discovered as we prototyped and developed the game.
A wonderful discovery. Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the things I find really interesting about this is, you know, you made the point, you're not controlling a cursor, you're actually controlling a character. You have to deliberately traverse the environment and, you know, physically move within the game, right? So how do you handle that within the game design, like actually getting around the world?
Well, it was actually really great because it's easy to navigate as you go about and run through the world. You are on a horse within Minecraft. You know, that's possible in vanilla, but here you're always on your horse.
Right.
So you're able to navigate all types of terrain quickly, get to where you need to, execute your commands, and then also there's other areas in the game that as you're running through the world, you'll uncover new elements. Like, for example, we have speed wheat, which gives you an instant speed rush, or actually mushrooms within the world, which allows you to jump extra high, and then you can use those abilities to access other areas of the world in you know, quick or you know, strategic ways.
Oh, and given that you've gone in a slightly different direction here, a different genre, you know, what inspirations did you pull from within, you know, other things you've done within Minecraft as well, but then maybe some external influence as well, other games? Yeah,
well, for me, like, I really look not to external games to make this reference, but more to internal. Like, you know, Minecraft Dungeons taught so much to our organization onto how to bring a new game that is not your traditional Minecraft experience, a dungeon crawler, to the players. And like I personally think we learned so much just from that game alone that we're applying to Legends to make sure that we can bring another game in the right way. I would definitely say that's a great reference.
Yeah. Well, inspiration on the creative side, obviously, as you mentioned, Minecraft in general, like all our games, we want to stay true to, creative people are so fluffy and it's hard to tell, but that Minecraft feel, it's like hard to describe in another way. Otherwise,
but you know it immediately.
Exactly, we know it immediately. But other than that, I don't want to point out the special game because, as we have been talking, it's kind of a unique combination. It's not like any other game out there. It's rare. But of course, there was a few games like this in the 90s, in the early 2000s. Not very many, but technology now makes it possible to push that even further. We can have more troops and so on. So I can't say there's one game or several games, but just play a lot of games and enjoy them, and you will draw inspiration from so many things. One thing as a creative, I think it's unusual to hear that people, but I like to think about you should draw inspiration from things that you don't think is that good either. Mm-hmm. So when you play games that you feel like, I'm missing something here. What can I do to make this a better game as well? So it's kind of strange to be inspired by bad things, but that's actually true for myself.
Yeah, that's a super constructive way to be inspired, right?
Yeah.
It's building on something. Yeah. That's awesome. So when you think about the player you're aiming for, is it more of the sort of classic Minecraft player, or is it more of the classic strategy fan?
Yes. Yes, it's all of the above. Yeah. That's one thing, is that we really wanted to create an experience that if you're not a strategy game player, that you can enjoy.
Right.
And if you are a strategy game player, then we'll give you a great experience that you can enjoy as well. And I think that we're really nailing it. Like it's coming along. I was not a traditional hardcore strategy game player, but I found myself really, really enjoying what we're creating to the point where I've started experimenting and playing some other games now, and it's kind of broadened my exposure to the genre. And so I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of other players, similar to me.
Right.
Yeah.
It has been important to get as a broad target audience as possible. But I think, again, with Minecraft, it's possible because we are already reaching out reaching so many players and so on. So obviously, all the players who knows Minecraft now get a new way of enjoying Minecraft. But at the same time, it's super important to remember that even though a lot of players play Minecraft or have played it in the past and so on, this game is also totally possible. You don't need to have played Minecraft. You don't need to know what Minecraft is to enjoy this game. You can come in, and this game will help you to understand what the Minecraft universe is and bring you into the wonderful, thing we have going on there.
Excellent. I want to talk more about the hero. We touched on the hero earlier.
Yeah.
I just find it really fascinating. Like, how did you center the experience and this idea of action strategy around that hero character?
The hero coming into the world and that element of exploring, it's very Minecrafty, right? So applying it here was just something that we wanted to make sure we did. And I don't know, Magnus, you could probably touch on a little better than I could.
As you say, the hero is important, but it's kind of like because it's important in all our games. That's the center. We want that to be a extension of a player almost.
Right.
So the kind of like there is a story told about a hero coming into this legend and so on, but the game structure is relatively open, so you can play it however you want, in the order you want to, and so on.
Yeah.
And we'll push on the story depending on what actions you take with your hero. So you move through the story in the campaign. But at the same time, as we want that to be the core of the game, it's not in gameplay everything. It's so much more about that you are a character coming to this world and uniting everybody who is here against the threat that the piglins are. So you need to come here to make a lot of friends, and they will, together with you, help you to defeat the piglins. So it's not about getting stronger or you're not getting a new arm or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's more or less make friends, you know, play around with them, have a good time, and defeat the piglins together.
It's a great message, though, isn't it? It's like it's almost like you're building connections, you're building alliances, you're uniting people against a common enemy.
I didn't think about this, but I said before, like, it's kind of like game dev. I said, like, struggles makes you come together and you're able to overcome obstacles. And that's kind of what you do in the game as well as the hero. There is a struggle, the piglins are attacking, we need to defend, so everybody comes together, and then we defeat the piglins.
So. I love that. And it's with your team as well.
Yeah,
You know, you're bringing this team together from lots of different places.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very cool. All right. It's time to talk piglins.
Ah, yes.
We want to talk piglins. I mean, what's their deal? And why did you choose them as the bad guys?
What's up with them?
What's up with the piglins? You know, piglins exist in vanilla. And they were great for us to bring them out into Legends and expand on them. And so, you know, there's sort of different versions of what piglins exist in Legends compared to what they are in vanilla. But they're, you know, these horrible, mean, kind of ugly, cute characters that look like they really stink. But it's just, they sort of invade, and they're just causing nothing but problems. And, you know, here they are in the overworld, destroying it, and that's where you, the hero, comes to play to try to, you know, unite that overworld and take them back. And yeah, that's definitely a big piece.
Yeah, they, as you said, they are ugly cute, right?
Yeah.
So they're so charming, and we felt that from the beginning, like, of all the mobs that we have. We like all our mobs in the Minecraft universe, but the pigling had such a potential to be kind of like the bad guys in a game, where it was easy to see, wow, we can make this version of a piglin, we can that like. So we have expanded the range of piglins in many different ways. As you saw the trailer when we started up, many new types of piglins within the game and so on. So it's pretty cool.
So tell me about some of those different types of piglins. I want to know what we're coming up against.
Well, there's one of them we just debuted here in the trailer that you just saw. It is called the Pigmadillo. And it's the one that comes out of the portal and then kind of hunches up into like a cube and rolls at you. Very difficult to defeat, and one of the more fun ones. Another one is the Bruiser. It's another one you've seen in the trailer. It comes out and has like two kind of razor blades on its arms and does, you know, some really wicked moves as it comes and attacks you. But yeah, that's a very fun one too. There's lots of different types of piglins.
Yeah, we have expanded in so many ways. So that's a couple of like detailed units. Another thing that we have done is to kind of like build up almost like a society. Like we have different hordes, as we say. Here at Gamescom, so we have been presenting a horde of the Bastion. And so the different hordes differentiate both in look, but primarily in the game how they play, how you play against them and so on. So you need to think about how you engage in combat with the different hordes in different ways. So they look and feel different, and it's just fun to engage with them.
Right. So what kind of units do you, as the hero player, then bring to bear against the piglins?
Well, I mean, for example, you know, Magnus referenced how the Horde of the Bastion has a lot of structures. So one of the units you're going to want to use on your side is one called the Cobblestone Golem. That's very good against structures. So you can take the Cobblestone Golems and attack and get a lot more results, a lot better results. Another one is the Plank Golem. You saw a horrible demise of a Plank Golem in the trailer, actually. But that's one of the ranged units. And that's very, very good as you attack to use those in tandem. I don't know, any others you can think of?
Well, I'm thinking more about the way that you need to engage with them, because as I said, the hordes are playing differently. The Horde of the Bastion, for example, it's almost hear it at the name, right? They like to build forts, they entrench themselves and so on. So you need to like grind your way into their bases and to defeat the portals at the center of it. While others are more open and so on. So how you think about your unit composition, which friends you bring with you in each fight and so on. And also the way you lead them. Like you can lead your friends into battle in so many different ways.
Yeah.
We have been
I love exploring the bases. Yeah. Like get to the high ground, look at the base, and evaluate what is the best way I want to attack this base.
Yeah.
And then use the tools, your units, as you see fit to go and do the best results possible.
Yeah, it's good variation. So a lot of gameplay variation, a lot of different units. we will show more as we go along and
Yeah.
up until launch of the game. So
It's great. You know, as you're talking through there, it feels like, yes, you're taking the genre in a new direction, but it's also giving you a new direction to talk about the lore of Minecraft world and the mobs that we already know and maybe love, and finding out more about them. Is that right?
yeah, absolutely. It's like part of that Minecraft feel I'm talking about. You could
Yeah.
call that for lore, but we want to have a little bit of a mystery going on around what's going on in Minecraft and so on. And that's how we work with it. So we are kind of like doing things in the different games where you can find hints of what's going on in another game. And especially our community, they are so good at kind of like trying to figure out what we want them to figure out and so on. Like, so we bring some secret messages and then try to decipher them all the time. And it's like,
I want to be clear, when we announced the game, I mentioned that Jens had a shirt on, which was a hint as to what Badger became today. None of us are wearing any sort of hints about future games, so just letting you know.
I've been very closely examining Magnus' t-shirt here, trying to figure it out. Take a freeze frame of that, everyone.
Yeah.
or don't.
Yeah.
All right, amazing. Magnus, Dennis, thank you so much for your time. It's been great just to talk about Minecraft Legends. When can we see more? When can we hear more?
Well, you can learn more by following us all our social channels, Twitter, so on. You can also at Minecraft.net follow up on a newsletter, so you will get that. Wow, that's loud.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Something
We're back at
exciting happened.
Gamescom.
Yeah.
Minecraft Live.
All right,
Yeah.
Minecraft Live.
Yeah, later this year we will have Minecraft Live.
Great, can't
We'll
wait.
come there and tell quite a bit more about the game. So
Okay, more secrets to reveal.
more
Yes,
secrets to
more
reveal.
secrets.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, brilliant seeing you both. Welcome back to Gamescom. It's been an
Thanks.
absolute pleasure. Have a good one, gents.
It's excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.